Hello everyone and welcome to our new video review for Mario Party 10. That's right, we are at the 10th Mario Party. This Mario Party 10 brings us again the new card system that was first introduced in Mario Party 9. This card system was actually pretty controversial, but it makes a return in Mario Party 10. We also have a new Bowser Party mode and an Amiibo Party mode. But first, let's talk about the main party mode. The main party mode is pretty much the same in some ways to Mario Party 9 with the car system and the little stars that you collect throughout the stage and that you also collect when you win in the minigames, as well as getting them throughout the map. The car system was actually very boring on Mario Party 9. Here, I believe the pace of the car system has actually been fixed quite a bit and feels less tedious. You can now actually do more special traps for your opponents. The problem with this card system, however, is that sometimes you can get really unlucky just because it's your turn in that moment. It's not because you chose that road on your own. No, instead it's because it's your turn and that's where the card ended. To make things more interesting, they actually added some moments with Bowser. As you progress throughout the map, Bowser will be waiting on your Wii U gamepad. If all the numbers in a dice block have been used by any of the players, Bowser will be released and cause a lot of havoc. The boss battles are also back. You have a mini boss battle in the map and a boss battle at the end. These boss battles are actually pretty nice and bring a lot of competitive feeling for all the players. I have been reading a few complaints by reviewers that sometimes you could have an entire party without playing a single minigame, which is actually totally fake and untrue. If a certain amount of time happens that you never touch a minigame space, the game automatically brings a minigame block just to force you to play a minigame. Plus, there's also the boss battles that are minigames themselves and are mandatory. I really enjoyed a lot the minigame selections this time. Most of them are actually very competitive and are actually more about strategy rather than just getting lucky. There's still a few luck-based minigames, but for the most part, they are more about competition rather than pure luck. Still, you have some crappy moments during the boards, like suddenly Peach gets in a space and takes all of your stars just because she touched a space that makes a roulette of doom take out all your stars. Just when you were about to win, Peach wins. Now let's talk about the new party mode that is actually pretty cool, and it's the Bowser Party mode. The Bowser Party mode involves 5 players in total, but can be played by just one player as well. In this mode, one player will become Bowser, while the other 4 will be the heroes. You will be competing in a similar way that you do in normal party mode, but instead you're battling for survival. In this case, you don't lose or gain stars, you gain or lose hearts, which is sort of like stamina or something like that. One player will control Bowser and will try to catch up to the heroes, and then he will attack them with Bowser minigame, and all of them are pretty much Bowser torturing the heroes. These are actually some pretty fun, unique games because most of these games actually use the gamepad and its many features. Some of them feature motion control, others feature the use of blowing into the microphone so you control fire. Also, in some of the boards, you actually can do some very special traps to the players. In this case, for example, you can draw graffiti and trick the player into choosing the wrong chest. In other situations, you can trick the player in choosing the wrong direction. This is all very fun. However, the problem with this mode is that sometimes Bowser has too many benefits. Bowser gets to a point that feels a little overpowered in some moments. that it's really hard to win against Bowser. That being said, the real charm and magic about this game is that you can play as Bowser. Even if you're just one lonely player like me, you can actually play as Bowser and attack all the heroes and win. It's actually very clever and really fun twist to what is Mario Party. The problem overall, however, is that the minigames are not so many for you to play as Bowser, so it can get to a point that it feels repetitive. We then have the most disappointing mode in the whole game, which is the Amiibo Party mode. You would think that considering that you have to buy Amiibos to play this mode, it would be quite more satisfying and rewarding, but it's actually the most boring Mario Party mode they have ever created. It starts off very interesting because the board that they choose is actually the Amiibo that you placed, which is actually really nice. But problems soon arise as you notice that the board is really small. But even though the board is actually small, all the spaces have events. All these events make the experience so slow. It also has the feature that you actually have to scan your Amiibo every time you have to hit a dice block. Not only that, but for luck events like choosing a special dice block or something like that, still have to place your Amiibo over and over again, which is a bit ridiculous because you only have one Wii U gamepad. If everyone had a Wii U gamepad, well, that would have been cool. Not only that, but playing on only one player alone is super boring. The problem with this mode is also that it feels so lifeless. When you go to the other Mario Party modes, you see life, you see people moving, you see characters moving, rides and stuff. Here it's so lifeless that if you don't have the other Amiibos, you get cardboard cutouts to play with. I mean, really? The sad thing is that the mode actually plays like a traditional Mario Party game, except that they actually made it super boring. The only good thing about this mode is the fact that every time each player made a turn, you will get a minigame. That's about the only good thing I can say about this mode. Which is a shame because I think that Mario Party 10 is the most solid Mario Party game we have had in a long time, but this mode really destroyed so much potential that could have been used, especially with those Amiibos. Still, Mario Party 10 is a pretty decent game. The minigames are actually really sweet and very competitive. The party mode actually works pretty great and much better than Mario Party 9. And the Bowser mode is actually pretty cool too. The Amiibo mode, however, don't even dare to delete your memory of your Amiibo on Smash just to play this. Please just don't. If you really enjoy Mario Party games, no matter the changes, you will definitely enjoy this one as well. Especially if you have a lot of people to play with, it's great to have a more recent Mario Party for your Wii U. We give Mario Party 10 a 7.5 out of 10.